Shalom and good day. This is Healing29 back again for graphic novels I've recently read through. And these ones I've read between March and April. And as you can see here, there's quite a number of them. So I'll go through the list of what they are. So starting off with Ninja Funk, Volume 1. Windmaker, Volume 1. Into Radness, which was actually quite interesting. We had Milestone Compendium number 3. Definitely worth the pick up. Definitely check it out. Erratic, Volumes 1 and Volume 2 by Kari Andrews. And I enjoyed rereading from again. Of course, Multiversity, Team Justice. We have Nuclear Family by Stephanie Phillips, which is actually really good and worth to read. Little Victories, Batman Beyond, a Ninja Classic Collection, The Seventh Dragon, Murder Inc. by Brian Michael Bendis, Batman Beyond First Night, more Batman Beyond again, so some Radiant Black, Young Justice Targets, and last but not least, Urban Legends. So what I'll do is I'll go in reverse, giving their ratings. So one thing I did like with Urban Legends is that there was a story by Joey Esposito titled The Murder Club, and one thing that he sort of did right, especially with Damian Wayne's character with The Murder Club, is he did actually capture his character accurately, a little bit more accurately than what Joshua Williamson can do. There was also Arkham Academy, I think it was, or something like that. And that was actually quite good too. Getting to sort of like see a Gotham Academy or a Gotham Academy type story, but set in Arkham Academy, set in the Arkham Asylum. And I'd definitely like to see a second to that. And last but not least, there is also a story at the beginning which follows Duke Thomas, The Signal, which was actually pretty good too. So overall, I give this an 8 out of 10. Moving into the Young Justice Targets, it was really nice to reread through this, and to which I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed the story, and it's 10 times better, and I mean 10 times better, especially if you hated the Megan Fitzmartin Dark Crisis Young Justice, and the way she basically date raped those characters. Plus what she's done with Tim Drake too. Next we have Radiant Black, Volume 4, to which we get to follow a little bit more writing by Kyle Higgins. For this I give a 7.5 out of 10. Then we have the next two, the Batman Beyond ones, which in the Batman Beyond volume here we have the reappearance of Damian Wayne, and it's really nice to see his character return. And of course we jump into the First Flight, which focuses sort of like on the Batwoman Beyond. And for both of these I give an 8 out of 10, as I do actually quite like Dan Jurgens, and he does have a decent and good respect for the characters that he works on. Next is Brian Michael Bendis' Murder Inc. I must admit, of all of the Murder Inc. that I've read through of Brian Michael Bendis', I have quite enjoyed it. But for this time around, I think I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Reading through this Ninja Classic Collection, The Seventh Dragon, an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, along with the art and the stories that were in it. Of course, the Batman Divide and Conquer, or Batman Beyond Divide and Conquer, another 8 out of 10. With the Yvonne Roy Little Victories, which centers sort of like a dad bringing up a kid with autism up, and also how he has to sort of like work with making things work between himself and his son, and also some of the things that happen family wise. For that I give a 7.5 out of 10. Nuclear Family, this is definitely worth the pick up. An 8 out of 10. I did actually quite like the story, and I'd also like to see a second volume come out. Multiversity Teen Justice. This is something that DC needs to do a little bit more of. Just more stories centered on other multiverses within the DC universe. At least then, if they want to bring in, say, their LGBT whatever representation, they can do that. And this is why it sort of worked with the Multiversity Teen Justice, and also the what's the word I'm looking for? Also the Multiversity number, which just takes place in Multiversity number 11. To which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Back to Erratic by Kare Andrews, Volume 1 and Volume 2, a straight 8.5 out of 10. The Milestone Compendium, Volume 3, 8.5 out of 10. I'm definitely enjoying this. I don't know if there'll be another, and whether I'm around to pick it up or not, I don't know. So, moving into the last three, we have Into Redness, which is sort of like centered around, I think it's the 80s and 90s with the story. And, we do get to follow quite a few characters, including this character that we see on the cover. For this, I will give a 7.5 out of 10. Windmakers is its own story. It's a little bit of a reminder of a sort of Avatar Last Airbender, but not. It does have its own story. It's got its own characters. For this, a 7.5 out of 10. At least they're putting their own creativity into their own world with their own characters. Good job. And last but not least, Ninja Funk. I have reviewed this on the channel, and I do stick with what I rated it at the end. I think I gave it a 7.5, but I'm willing to make it an 8. Well, until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.